Hi guys, good afternoon and welcome back once again to the EdWord. I'm your host Eddie, and in today's video I'll be giving you my slightly delayed review, my spoiler-filled review for the latest and very good episode of Tales of the Walking Dead, which dropped yesterday. I was out house sitting, so I didn't have a chance to watch it until today just now. Watched it, really liked it. Gonna let you know what I think of it, excuse me, but before I go on, please, of course, be warned that, as usual, this is a spoiler-filled review, so if you're not caught up on Tales of the Walking Dead, or if you just haven't seen the latest episodes, since none of the episodes actually follow each other, you don't want to keep watching and listening, as I will be going into spoilers, plot details, all that jazz. That being said, you have been warned. Let's dive right back into it. First and foremost, I really love the tone and vibe of this episode, which was like a supernatural thriller slash mystery thriller. You know, a guy with shattered memory, doesn't know where he is, what's going on, is trying to figure out, you know, why these people are accusing him of murder, and they're about to condemn him and execute him for it, and he keeps having flashes and whatnot, and then, of course, we come to realize that he had uncovered this terrible practice that had been going on amongst some of the locals, that they were murdering their local children in this community to spare them the pain and suffering of growing up in the apocalypse. But it's such a twisted way to save someone. It also almost reminds me of the ideology of the saviors. You know, they call themselves the saviors, but they never did a damn thing to save anyone. And he discovers that, gets in a scuffle, gets his head whacked, loses his memory, but thankfully everything works out. He gets to walk away an alive man, and the guilty party is properly and very satisfyingly punished. So I really liked this episode because it reminded me of movies like Memento and, what's another good one? A guy losing his memory or his mind. Memento is obviously a great one. And I feel like it reminded me of something else too, and I'm trying to remember what that was. You know what? It just had the overall vibes of a spooky horror thriller as well, like the walker that was talking to him or antagonizing him the whole time. It was kind of like that. And actually, parts of it reminded me of Psycho as well, the movie Psycho, because of like the whole, you know, carrying around a corpse and the corpse talking to a guy kind of thing. So I really liked it for that as well. It's very reminiscent of some supernatural horror thrillers and some good mystery thrillers as well. That's what this whole episode gave the vibe and tone of. And I thought it was very well done. You know, I'm glad that he was spared his very rushed death sentence, and that they were able to find out the real perpetrator and the truth of what had been happening to their children. And it was very satisfying to watch that sniveling little shit get exactly what's coming to him when the townspeople fed him to the walkers of the two children he had murdered and let turn into walkers. And of course they ripped him apart, which was very satisfying to watch. So overall, a very, very good episode. I'm surprised it has such a low rating like it does online, but then again, I'm not the one leaving reviews out there, that's other people. But I thought this was a very good, well-done episode. Kind of ironic, too, since our lead character, Davon, lost his leg and had a prosthetic leg replaced. I'm like, kind of opposite of his character, A-Train from The Boys, who's basically a carbon copy of The Flash, the fastest man alive. But he's got problems like all the characters do on that show. But it was interesting to see him in a not-so-fast role. But Jesse T. Usher was great. Everybody was very good in this episode. But it was interesting to see him outside of The Boys, because I don't think I've seen him do anything else besides that Amazon show. But he was very good in this, and I hope his character can come back somehow, because he survived. He survived the very end of it, so we'll see what happens. But this was great, a great episode. And with this episode, I believe the next episode is the 6th and final one of the season. We don't know if the show has been renewed for a second season or not, at least not yet. But the next episode will be dropping on Sunday, and that will be the season 1 finale for Tales of the Walking Dead. And then a week later, it will drop on regular TV on AMC, for those of you who don't have AMC Plus like yours truly. So I hope that makes sense. Well, guys, thank you so much for joining me for another episode review here on the EdWord. I hope you enjoyed this episode of Tales of the Walking Dead as much as I did. What did you think of it? I'd love to hear your thoughts and feelings on it. Also, thank you so much for watching. Have a great rest of your evening if I don't see you again. And check back later for my delayed video review of the latest episode of House of the Dragon. because that also dropped yesterday, and yesterday I couldn't see it. So thanks again for stopping by. Have a great rest of your weekend. Stay cool out there, everybody, and safe. And of course, until next time, may the force be with you.